Alrighty, this is my first vlog, my first vlog. My name is Zoe. I'm 51 years old. I'm single. I have an adult son. I live in Michigan, but I've put my house up for sale because my son and I are moving to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm a city girl, born and raised in the city. We live in the suburbs of Grand Rapids, Michigan. We live south of the city. We've lived in this particular area for 10 years in a very nice middle-class suburb. We have a nice home, modest middle-class home, but it's, nice in that context. It's about 3,000 square feet. It's a third of an acre. We have an in-ground pool. We have a sunroom, 2-stall garage. It's a 2-story house with a partially finished basement. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, room for a 5th bedroom and 4th bathroom in the basement. I'm selling my house to support my adult son, who has an automotive, a custom fabrication and performance business that can only ever really be a hobby in this area. Seasonality gets in the way, and it's just a very frugal community that's not going to spend money on modding out cars and trucks. So, being a mom first, I decided to put my house up for sale and move to Nashville, where there's a much stronger car and truck culture. So, we're under contract for several acres. It's a wooded and secluded lot, and it could not be more opposite from where we are today. It's 1,800 square feet, no garage. It's a ranch with a crawl space, no pool, no sunroom, no basement, no garage, no neighbors, no sidewalk. I can't look out my front window and see anyone, and no one can see me. I can't step out onto the back deck and see any neighbors, and they can't see me either. And I'm excited for this next chapter, but I've also been dealing with a lot of fear and uncertainty because I'm leaving everything I know. Why am I doing this? Why have I started this YouTube channel? I think it's for 2 reasons. As I sit with this more, maybe more reasons will bubble up, but first is I've reinvented myself several times in my life, career-wise. But this feels like a really big reinvention. And although I don't feel old, I recognize that being a woman over 50 makes me ancient, right? I've aged out of the male gaze, and I'm in perimenopause, and no one cares about those things. So, I've started this channel because I think my future self, if God grants me a long life, will be happy and proud to look back at this moment and watch me have a new adventure at 50. We plan to sort of homestead. I mean, I don't think we think of ourselves as homesteaders, but we're planning to have chickens in a garden, and you can do those things. I mean, my neighbors across the street have chickens, and I plant annuals and flower boxes, and there was a point in time when I had a small raised garden bed with a few vegetables. You can do those things depending on where you are within a city. But this feels different. We'll have a septic tank and a propane tank, and I've just never lived like that. I've never been in an area where I haven't been connected to city water. So I think part of it is just to prove to myself that I'm not too old to do new things, to intentionally start a new chapter versus, I've had events in my life that have turned my life upside down that weren't necessarily of my own making. So that's one reason. And the other reason is, on the slim chance that there are other people like me, women probably, but really anyone who feels called to do something new kind of unexpectedly. Moving wasn't on my bingo card for this year. It's something that's just kind of cropped up in the last couple of months. So maybe you're like me and you're creating a new adventure and you don't know what you're doing. In that case, I'd say, let's be internet friends. My plan in this new house is to learn how to use power tools, to learn how to build some things. And that's really new for me. And it might not be a big deal for you, or might not seem that scary, but for me, I am a perfectionist. I don't like making mistakes. I want all the training, all the courses, demos, and I don't think that's what this experience is going to be like. I think it's going to be a lot of trial and error and giving myself permission to make mistakes. So if you're anything like me, feel free to join me on this adventure. I think I'll primarily be talking to myself, but who knows, maybe there's someone out there in YouTube land that is interested and would like to follow along. So I'll also say, doing this is uncomfortable. Being on camera is not comfortable. I actually have another YouTube channel where I film the junk journals that I make, these handmade journals, but my face isn't in those. And I actually hate the sound of my voice, and only recently narrated over some of my videos. So just putting my face and my voice out there is kind of nerve-wracking, but I won't be any younger than I am right now. And if I'm fortunate enough to live into my 70s and beyond, I think my future self would be glad that I did this, that I put myself out there and proved to myself that I still can learn new things and change things up. And, if I hate Nashville, if I kind of hate the country life, I can always move to the city. So it's really just about proving to myself that I can do new things. And typically when I start something, when I move somewhere, when I start a job, I put down roots. I really don't jump around. In the last 20 years, I've worked for 2 companies. So this is like a big deal to me, proving to myself that I can do new things and change gears, switch direction, change my mind, as well as learning new things. So if you're interested in watching me learn how to use power tools and keep chickens and whatever else, clear land, we've got several acres and have plans to clear some of those acres. That's remotely interesting to you. Please join me.